Welcome to El Paso Speedway for the Dude Perfect 200 for Race 9 of the Perfect 8 Cup Series Season 2. It's Perfect 8 Cup Series here in El Paso, Texas to tackle this 3/4 of a mile racetrack under the lights for 10 laps. Should be a fun race. As we look at drivers to watch for, Suarez starts on the pole. He is looking to turn his season around. He is currently 29th in points. It's been a dismal year for that group. Ryan Blaney won here in Season 1. He looks to repeat. He starts second. Two middle-of-the-road teams qualify towards the front. Those are Michael Castro. He starts third. And Bubba Wallace, he'll start sixth. Be interesting to see if they do anything. And Kyle Busch fined an undisclosed amount of money for his on-track actions at New Hampshire. Placed on probation for the rest of the season, but that was it. Tyler unable to get past Tech for the second week in a row, and he joins still in the rear.
Drivers, start your engines!
As the cars begin their warm-up laps, as we take a look at our starting grid, on row 1 we have Daniel Suarez and Ryan Blaney. On row 2 we have Michael Castro and Eric Jones. On row 3 we have Kyle Busch and Bubba Wallace. On row 4 we have Kevin Harvick and Ryan Newman. On row 5 we have Matt Kenseth and Chase Elliott. On row 6 we have Eric Almirola and Jimmy Johnson. On row 7 we have Martin Truex Jr. and Paul Menard. On row 8 we have Kyle Larson and Joey Logano. On row 9 we have Alex Bowman and Kurt Busch. On row 10 we have Brad Keselowski, your points leader, and Denny Hamlin. On row 11 we have Clint Bowyer and Lawrence Tyler. On row 12 we have William Byron and Ty Dillon. On row 13 we have Chris Buescher and Ricky Stenhouse Jr. On row 14 we have Regan Smith and Jamie McMurray. On row 15 we have AJ Allmendinger and Matt Tyler. On row 16 we have Michael McDowell and JJ Yeti. On row 17 we have Matt DiBenedetto and David Reagan. And then rounding out the field we have Austin Dillon, who went to a backup car, and Sam Tyler. The green flag's in the air and we are racing here in El Paso as Suarez leads the field. Castro looks to the inside for a second. He continues to, but Suarez will clear Blaney on the outside. Castro follows. He goes to the outside through 3 and 4. Coming out 4, he gets to the outside of Suarez. Suarez will lead lap 1, but here comes Castro to the outside through 1 and 2. And Suarez looking to stay with him, as El Paso really unique. High and low lines both work around here. So far, the high line seems to be working really well as Castro gets the lead. Here comes Blaney to the inside of Suarez, and Blaney makes the inside line work. It's going to be very interesting to see which line will prevail, and it looks like Blaney's catching Castro on the inside line. Blaney looking really fast on the inside line. Castro remains outside, side by side as they go around turn 2 down the backstretch. Heading into turn 3, and Blaney's going to clear him out of turn 4. A good move by Ryan Blaney, as he's really looking to repeat, looking for his first win this year, and he's making a good case so far for that as we take a look at a flyby of the field. 3 wide in the back there, Chris Buescher, Lawrence Tyler, and Ty Dillon. Looks like Sam Tyler and Austin Dillon trying to make some ground up. As we begin lap 6, this race going by so quick. As here comes Kyle Busch to the inside of Castro. Castro can't get to the inside and block. As coming into turn 3, Kyle Busch is going to clear Castro. Michael Castro falling back. As we begin lap 7, Kevin Harvick now to the inside. And now Kevin Harvick's going to take 3rd place from Castro. And Kyle Busch setting his sights on Ryan Blaney. 3 laps to go. As he's within a car length, he goes to the outside through 1 and 2. He gets a run down the backstretch. And now Blaney goes up high to try and block and hold off his momentum. It won't work. Kyle Busch dives to the inside. 2 laps to go. Here comes Harvick all over his bumper through 1 and 2. Kyle Busch and Blaney side by side. Heading into turn 3, and Busch slides up in front. The slide job. Here comes Harvick to his inside. White flag. Side by side through 1 and 2. Harvick trying to get by Busch. Can he do it here at 3 and 4? One last attempt. He tries to slide up in front. He can't. They make contact off 4, but Kyle Busch holds him off and wins. And another crazy finish here. as Kyle Busch able to hold off Kevin Harvick a couple weeks after they tangle at New Hampshire. As we see the rest of the field come across the line, as Kyle Busch wins an exciting finish here at El Paso. As we look at the replay of the finish, as Kyle Busch pulls off a slide job on Ryan Blaney, and that kills, of course, both their momentum. Harvick dives to the inside. He already had a run. Side by side, they take the white flag there. And right here, Harvick tries to do that same move. Just couldn't get in front of Busch. Tries to stay off him, but unable to. They make contact, and Kyle Busch holds him off. Kevin Harvick comes up short again. That'll be the second time in the year he really comes up short, painfully short like that. As Kyle Busch gets to burn it down here at El Paso, as he gets his first win in the Perfect 8 Cup Series. Finally, after so many chances. As Chase Elliott finishes third quietly, Daniel Suarez takes home a top 5. Michael Castro slips back to 6. Bowman was in the top 10 there. Matt Kenseth finishes 11th. Been running really well with Roush so far. Bubba Wallace falls back to 18th. As we look through, Brad Keselowski, your points leader, 21st. A mediocre day for that team. As we look through, Austin Dillon only able to make it up to 28th. As we look at the rest of the field, Matt Tyler, AJ Allmendinger back here. And Michael McDowell. As we look at our point standings, Brad Keselowski still holds on to the points lead only by 5 points over Kyle Larson. And Kyle Busch, he is 7 points back. Denny Hamlin, 11 points back. A really close points battle so far. As we look at the rest of the field, after you get past the top 8 or so, everyone else lower on points. Pretty much, I mean, it'd take a big miracle for any of these guys to really compete for the championship. As we look through the rest of the point standings. As our next race will be at ISM Raceway. That'll come out Sunday, February 10th. As for the meantime, congratulations to Kyle Busch. And this is the Perfect 8 Cup Series. Thank you for watching.